I try to dip my hands in so many things. I have this YouTube channel. I take part in Unboxing Catholicism channel as well. Um, I do Bible studies, uh, talk to strangers, give talks to my church group, and many other things, such that a lot of people think, Volt, you must be a very confident person. You must really know what you're talking about, or probably they won't think of me as a genius or a saint, but I've heard a lot of compliments in the past. But what most people don't know is that I'm a person who doesn't trust myself. Um, my memory is the worst. I mean, the birth dates of my parents, I only memorized when I was already in my high school. Um, the birthdays of my girlfriends in the past, I couldn't remember. Even my age right now, I'm not sure if I'm 43 or 44. But as we celebrate the feast of Saint John Vianney today, I am reminded of what Saint Paul said, that God's strength is perfected in our weakness. Well, probably when God was looking for someone who would do all of the things that I'm doing, he found a very weak boy in me. Because I really, a lot of times, I don't know what I'm talking about. Um, I'm just not a great person. And Saint John Vianney um, is someone that inspires me. He was someone who also didn't trust himself. He felt that he couldn't do anything, which probably has some truth because a lot of his classmates and teachers uh, would consider him, you know, really intellectually challenged. Uh, but that is where God's strength shines, in weak people who are willing to give their lives to God. Saint John Vianney uh, is now the patron saint of all parish priests. During his time, people would line up, people from other places would go to his parish just to hear him, confess to him, and be counseled. I am no Saint John Vianney by any long shot. I won't pretend to be in that level. But what I'm trying to say is, if you're doubting that you can do anything, let God continue to use you. Just continue to choose opening yourself up and let God do all the work. And it's not our job to see the results. It's our job to do our job. The result is God's job, not ours. For my part, I really don't mind if I don't get known, if people don't line up to me. If I can help just one soul, that would make my life worthwhile. And that is my challenge to you. Who is someone whose life you can touch and change by introducing God to that person? Maybe you haven't talked to anyone, maybe you haven't counseled to anyone, but when God brings someone to you and you are called to speak about God's goodness, God's love, you go ahead and do so. Don't worry if you're not fluent, as long as you know that you are talking about your experience of God, guided by the church, do so. The world is in need of God right now, and all of us need to do our part.